Letter Z pronounced as Izzard. How widespread and where? I read it, which is the correct way to refer to the letter Z, or Z, that the letter Z is pronounced Izzard/Zrd/ in Scottish English, as opposed to Z or Z. Question: is this really the case in the modern day, or is it archaic? Do people really use this in Scotland or elsewhere? I ask as I've never heard anyone use Izzard in my life, and I live not a million miles from Scotland. Regarding the history, the American Heritage Dictionary says, word history. The curious and charming word Izzard, meaning the letter Z, is practically limited to certain fixed expressions in American vernacular English, such as from A to Izzard, from beginning to end, and not to know from Izzard, not to know even the most basic things. The English lexicographer Samuel Johnson mentions the word Izzard as part of his attempt to explain the sound of the letter Z in the Grammar of English he placed at the beginning of his Dictionary of the English Language, published in 1755. Z begins no word originally English. It has the sound, as its name Izzard expresses, of an S uttered with a closer compression of the palate. In Johnson's time, a variant name for the letter Z, Uzzard, was also in use. Izzard and Uzzard are related to Z, the usual name of the letter Z in British English. In Scottish English, Z was also once known as eased, and this form gives us a clue to a possible origin of Izzard. / snip.
I am from India, and here is my 2 pennies worth on the topic. It is a very commonly occurring mistake here in India to mispronounce Z/Z as Z, which I feel is kinda close to Izzard. Now I am not too sure if the two are connected, but there sure is a similarity in the pronunciation.
It is very common to pronounce Z as Izzard in Hong Kong.
From OED, I, British, England, English speaker, agree with the remark archaic or dialect. Izzard, N. Pronunciation /ZD/ forms, also 1500s Izzard, 1600s Izzard, Aphetic Zard, 1600s, now dialect Uzzard, 1800s Izzard, Izzard. Etymology, apparently in origin the same word as Z, compare the dialect Izzard, Uzzard, and the form Ez, now or formerly in Scotland for Z, also Languedoc Izido, the letters archaic or dialect. Old name for the letter Z. First recorded. 1597 T. Morley Plain and Amp, Easy and Rod. Music 36X with Y. Izzard. Amp, per se. Latest record. 1837 J. Moultrie Poems 305. In those days not a soul knew a from Izzard.
If you want to support the channel, click the lighting and subscribing.